All right, here we go. We're going again. And the audio is working. What's going on, race fans? Here we are on the Phantom channel, but this is not a Phantom race. This is the Elite Racing League's Daytona 500 presented by Phantom. So we're going to get this one ready to go. As I try and jump back into the stream, as we got people already coming in here asking about or engaging in the chat, which we love to see. 15 seconds until race time. There are teams that will be explained as the race goes on. But right now, my name is Walbridge. I will be the broadcaster for the Elite Racing Series, ERL for short, going forward. Oh, yeah, joining the race is probably a good idea. Thanks, Gandhi. And here we are, getting ready to kick off this season of the ERL. And again, this is not a Phantom race. This is a Phantom sanctioned one. I, for one, am actually pretty happy to be a part of this group. I know a couple of guys in this from multiple leagues that I've been a part of, so it's nice to see some familiar faces as we get ready to go green. Who dat? Ran an amazing lap in qualifying to his outside. Bad 5 Martin, we are green at Daytona. The 500 is underway. 20 plus cars in the field. You see now, looking on the look back, everybody's starting to dunk to that bottom, the outside line, not really having any help, as now you see the 1 of Tyler Shenny following through to second. Behind him, that is the 4 of Tekanasi. The 14 behind him. Oh, I went the wrong way. Cranger in the 14 Ford. Then you got Pittman, the 11. And then behind, you got the 5 of Trackside. Just sitting outside the top 5, sitting 6th right now. Everybody down on the bottom now. 32 total laps here in stage 1. Right now, 2 are completed. Everybody down on the bottom. This track, these restrictor plate tracks, so hard to pass because getting the run. Excuse me, I had a burp there. But getting the run on that outside is one thing. Getting people to go with you and able to keep it going is an entirely different monster. It's not like you see on TV. It takes way more, a lot more discipline to be able to do it here on Heat 5. But right now, everybody just trying to make it towards the end of the stage so they can start getting those stage points. Oh, you see the 8 car in the back falling. That is Wrigley Dust. Sorry, I missed the R there. Ooh, another car jumping out. That's the 20. Trying to get to him. There he is. Marcus Edub. Jumping to the outside. Trying to see if he can gain a position up there, but will just get freight trained. There's the 99 of Hootie Hoo going on by. The 12. Oh, car in the wall. The 48. Oh my God. They saved it. Wow! The 99 ducked below the apron. The 12 was in the wall. And somehow we're still green. Nobody was fatally harmed in the making of that wreck. And the 9 of Who Dat still in control up at the front. And look at this, the guy who started second, Bad 5 Martin, drops all the way back here. He sits what? About 11th on track. Yes, 11th on track right now. 28 laps to go here in stage number 1. We're going to do a run through the field. She said Tyler Shenny runs second. The 4, Technosy in third. The 14 of Cranger runs fourth. The 11 of Pittman rounding out your top 5. And then it is the 5 of Trackside. Through to the 6 of Johnny. Then you got the 23. That is Super Condi. As he runs 8th. Then you got the 3 car, which I believe is True Death. Then you got the 44. I want to say I know who it is. It is Field Filler. Okay. Field Filler. A couple of guys stick with the numbers that I'm used to. That rounds out that first group. Then you got that 15. Bad 5 Martin, who's starting to catch that group back up. Now, when they catch him, we're going to see what happens here. Will they try and jump up to that higher lane? Or will they just keep running this train? Because they got the numbers. If you look back, they got the numbers. If they want to run that high line, they could fairly well give it a shot. It's going to be difficult as all hell. But it's always worth a try. Why? Because it's still early. If it doesn't work, then the whole group just falls back and they end up right back to where they are right now. So it's really no harm, no foul if everybody can make it out squeaky clean. But that is a wait-and-see game. Behind him, the 10. This is going to require a lot of scrolling, my bad. First race with these guys, still learning names. The 10 of Eagles. Second car in that group. Then you got the 22. That is MFF Kari. Good, he's stuck with a number I know. Good to know. Glad I'm learning these things now. And then NF Real in the 7 car. And you got the 99 of Hootie Hoo. I already know him. I already know that number. Then you got Real Smooth in the 19. Oh, the 12 looking like he was going to try and get a pass on him. The 21 now through. Viper in that 12, losing a spot. To that 21 of Corey H. Running through the field so we can get used to seeing it, get everybody's name down. Then you got Marlboro Finest in the 48. You see on that front nose, it's a little scuffed up. He's seen some things today. Oh, and there you go. I called it. There he is. At 15, tried to make the jump up. Nobody goes with him. Field Filler through. He's got another good run, but going into the corner is going to squander that. And they just fall back in line. Up at the front, though, still the 9 of Who Dat. As we come to 10 completed laps of 32. And the 9 has been out front for every single one. You just see. You see how uncontrolled these cars are. It's all right down the straightaway because you're not really doing a whole lot. But once they get into the corners, we'll do the look back so you can see just how uncontrolled this is. You can see them jumping, jumping, jumping. The 9 trying to paint that yellow line as best he can. Because he knows good and hell well nobody's passing him on the outside. And he knows that if you try to pass him on the inside, you're going to take everybody else out with him. And we got Elvin Priest in the chat. What's going on, buddy? 11 laps complete here in the ERL 500. Should just call it the ERL 500. That would have been a cooler name and a lot less words to say. So I'm paid to talk, not write. Look back here in this second group, led by the 15 of Bad Martin. You can still tell they want to try and get that high line going. The numbers are dwindling. Field filler was a part, in that 44 just ahead, was a part of this second group, but when the 15 took that shot to the outside when he had the run, field filler stayed low and took that spot away, making the 15 have to dart back to the bottom. As he found out nobody else wanted to try that strategy quite yet, as we still have plenty of time left in just this first stage. And everybody else pretty content with just running single file. Which is awesome for me, for being honest. It's okay, it gives me a good time for a water break. And already got lucky once today by caution dodging, as we already had an incident between a couple of cars. The 99 was involved, the 12 was involved, 48 was involved. Guys trying to fit in gaps that aren't there. Somehow, though, we stayed not only green, but we didn't have any sort of casualty go down as we try to get to the 12 of Viper, who tried to make a run up at the high side. Didn't work. The 21 now going to go alongside, but this is how important the draft is. If you're going to commit to that outside, you better make damn sure somebody goes with you, or you know for a fact you can complete the pass you're trying to make. He thought he had the run that was good enough to do it, to get by that 12. But unfortunately, the 12 was just able to get into the draft of that pack, and it foiled any attempt that 21 could do to try and get by him. So Viper clinging on to the tail end of this. We got a couple of safe guys here. This being the 2 of Prime Gamer, electing to run the safe line. There's another guy back here with him. It is the 20 of Marcus Edub. I think that's the 4. No, that ain't the 48. Okay. Trying to figure out who that other driver is. There it is, Ty Scott in the 77, electing to run the safe route as well. Also, Wrigley Dust, who was involved in that first incident as well. After all that, we elected to run the safe line, and now that is where he is, near the tail end of the field. And you got the 22 out back, riding with Super Condi. Ooh! That was the 6 of Johnny. Johnny B. Johnny be scaring the crap out of me. And Condi probably, because that was an interesting move. Got pinned on the bottom. Condi having to let off the gas just to let him back onto the track. Luckily, that didn't end up with the 6 going right across the nose of that 23. And somehow, there's only one car on track that does not care about anything going on behind him, and that is this 9-car Houdat. So we got cars coming down pit road here. That is the problem with this 9, is that he has been out front this entire time. So any shot at fuel saving, this 9 has had no chance. And there are teams. I did mention that at the beginning of this. So the team racing follows as the cars do, as IRL teams do. So you got the Hendrick cars, you got the Gibbs cars, the Stewart-Haas, and your Penske cars. They still have to add in for the one and a couple of these single cars. So there's no 23XI, and there's no, or at least definitive no 23XI, and no definitive, I can't remember the Trackhouse. So we don't have, oh, well, we do have the 99, so I guess that would be his teammate. But right now, Team Hendrick proving their dominance once again at Daytona. Is 18 laps completed. This will be coming, to 19 to go. Or sorry, not 19 to go. 19 completed. Dummy. 14 laps to go here in stage 1. There you see the 14. Oh, Trevor's getting squirrely. The accordion, everybody had to check up. 14 got shuffled out of line. A lot of cars checking up here. And the 15 Ford car lets that 14 in. That was Granger and the 14 that got shuffled out. Now, when will we start seeing cars on pit road? I do not believe they can make it to the end of this first stage. Or at least on the field that they're on. Of course, I don't drive, so don't ask me, LOL. It's now Granger. There you see the 20. We are going one lap down. That is Marcus E-Dub. Just gotta love hearing the sound of cars going around Daytona. That'll bring us to 11 to go. Coming into the final 10 laps here in stage number 1. I figured we'd do a little crank it up session like they used to do. Let you just listen to nothing but the cars on track. We did the look back on this 9 car. So far, though, no major changes here in the top 5. Meanwhile, you can see just coming out of the tri-oval how just squirrely everybody is. You jump back here to the 15 car who leads that second group. It was being led by the 14, but now he's caught the back end of that lead pack. You see there, next lap car on the horizon. I believe that's the 8 or the 2. No, that is the 2. Ready to hop down pit road. There he goes. Question is, though, we got 6 laps of fuel left and 9 laps left in the stage, so they will have to come down and take a splash and go to get them to the end of this stage. That'll really split them up. There you go. Drivers going to the bottom, signaling their intentions to pit this time. The 5. Ooh, ran out of room to get back up, but he did. Here we go. How's this going to turn out? The 9 ducks down. Oh, boy, only 4. The 9, the 5, the 48, and the 20 who had already come down. Now the 1 of Tyler Shenny, shown as the race leader. You see these guys ducking to the bottom. When they duck to the bottom like that, that means they're showing the intention to come down pit road this time by. So you see, right here, a lot of cars ducking. There's the 12 and the 99 this time. The 77 also went down. That's going to hurt both of those guys as nobody else went. I think everybody's going to wait on this 1. They see the 1 duck to the bottom. There he is, the 1 ducking below the double yellow. There you see the 11, the 6. Way in the back, that's the 24. Think. Actually, is there a 24 in this field? That would be really bad if they're on me. No, I think that was a 21. There is no 24. That shows you how much I pay attention. There you go, the leaders. More of the leaders coming down. Now, the lead car being... What the heck just happened to the 12? I think he just came off the pit road, I think. The new leader is the 4. Takanasi now out front at Daytona. There you see him ducking below the double yellow. Remember, they had, when all these green flag cycles started for the leaders, they still had about 6 laps. So they could go another 5 if they wanted to. 6 laps of fuel when all this went down. And there you go, Takanasi making the steep dive alone. Oh, boy. Oh, you don't like to see that. Is now Johnny B, your leader in the 6. That is the 23 of Condi, the 3 of Pittman. There's just cars sprinkled everywhere here at Daytona now. Everybody now dunking to the bottom. Oh, the 6 makes a late duck. The 23. Oh, the 3 into the wall. How are we still going straight after all that? Chaos. On just signaling to pit at 15. Able to get ahead of these guys, and he will lead them down. So we go to who is leading. Right now it is the 9 who went down first before anybody else. However, he didn't really have any help. Now here come the rest of this lead group that let him down. Now we'll see. It is the 14 that is being shown as the race leader. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green. Got to get to the leader, who is the 10 of Eagles. He got some stage points. Now he figures might as well get the lead, as he leads him to green here to the start of stage number 2. There you see the high line trying to settle in. The Stewart Haas guys, the 10 and the 14, out front. Oh, a little contact here between Corey and the 21 and the 9, who was your pole sitter. And now they will drop all the way to the tail end. Oh, 3 Stewart Haas guys. That's the 4, too, of Technasi. Wow, Stewart Haas up at the front. Boy, if this didn't spell trouble for everybody else. And everybody running in line now. Ooh, the 23 Condi tries to split up the Stewart Haas boys. Whoa, but Technasi making room from space that was not there. Oh, everything NASCAR. What's up, buddy? This is a little unexpected. This is a last-minute deal that we worked out. Oh, and the yellow flies. I thought I saw some calamity go on the 22 of Kari with major front-end damage. Saw guys get squirrely there. That'll mess up the field. There's really nobody coming down pit road by the looks of it. I'm doing good, everything. How you been, bro? It's been a minute since I've talked to you. But yeah, nope, with the ERL, this is a last minute thing with the ERL. So we borrowed, per se, the Phantom channel. That way we could stream their opener at Daytona. I want to give a thanks to Phantom for allowing that to happen. That's why this is a Phantom Presents a special event, the 500 for the Elite Racing League. And yet again, up at the front, like it never happened. The ERL, or not the ERL, the Stewart Haas boys up at the front as the 23. As I try to get to his car, remember there it is, Super Condi. Got stuck on the bottom, you saw that. No, this is not a 500 miler, but it's the Daytona 500. As it says up in the top left corner. Oh, check up! Oh, boy. They were stacking up here through the field. Luckily, the rest of the field wasn't in as tight of a train behind them. There you see the 3 and the 12. Gonna try and work together to pass a couple of people. That is true death. Oh, the 3 jumps in, back in line. No, we ain't doing that. No, this is just a 50%er. Go 100 laps. Oh, you hear him stacking up. You heard him let off. That's why I switched to this one to see how everybody else is doing in front. True Death had to take some quick maneuvers to make sure that he was going to be okay with that one. And now Eagles still currently your race leader out there in the 10. 5 people watching. What is going on? Want to give a shout out to all y'all watching this? Granger running in the 2nd spot. The 4, Takanasi running 3rd. Stuart Haas up at the front. Then you got another Ford in the 15. So 4 Fords, sorry, up at the front. This is almost like real life now. The engine noise is completely gone. There we go. We got car noise back, baby. Thoughts on the actual 500? Well, I'm not going to give any thoughts because we do have people in here that have not seen it. Ah, Jay White, what's going on, brother? But no, we do have drivers in here that may be watching the stream who have not finished the 500 because it did finish while we were qualifying. So I'm not going to give away any spoilers as to who actually won the 500. We're just going to focus on this one at hand, which is 10 laps through stage number 2 with about 20 laps to go. Oh, sweet merciful Jesus. I'm watching the stream right now. 6 guys in the chat. Oh, my mercy. We're going to run to the back of this field here. We saw some checking up, and that 3... that was in the back here, trying to find him. There he is. True Death made one hell of a move. Split 2 guys down the middle, and then had to make an evasive maneuver to the high side. As now we might actually have a second line with the 9. Your pole sitter. The 9 of Huda. Everybody's with him. Let's do the top down so you can see how well the run forms. Everybody running that top line already side by side with the 6. But the hardest thing about the top line is just keeping it together. Staying as tight together on the top as you can on the bottom. Now you got the Hendrick cars. The 5 and the 9. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, the 23 of Condi got pinched up at the wall, and we got the big one. The 8, the 99, 20, 12, 2, 22, 48. Everybody you see here caught up in the big one. The 23 goes across the entire field. Right now, the driver's on the chat trying to figure out what exactly caused that. That was... we got, what, 23 cars? And that was everybody. Field the 6. That was everybody but like 8 cars that was involved in that. And look who is back out front. Everybody pitted but this 9 car. Who dat by the looks of it? Because the Stuart Haas guys... like, everything is the same except for that 9. That 9 was further back in the field. And now, here he is, back where he was when the green flag originally dropped, sitting atop the running order. Now, there you go, Stuart Haas working together. You saw the 14 lean back into the 15. And that allowed that 4, Tech Nasi, to come back down. Oh, they're squirrely again. Look back, camera. Look at them all go crazy. The 15 gets shuffled down. Oh, no, that's not the 15. That was the 15. I was right. The 15 got completely shuffled out. He was bobbing and weaving, just trying to get back to the track. As everybody back in this mess. Tries to get themselves coordinated. All these guys just trying to get down to the bottom. And you saw what happens when you try to be too aggressive too early with these moves. That was almost 2 back-to-back big ones at Daytona, as we were 2-3 wide in some places. But we are back in a tandem. The 9 of Who Dat is out front, and I wish my house was at least 3 degrees warmer, because it is freezing in here. But that's what I get for living in New England. And here is this 10. Here comes the Stewart-Haas cars. Now they can choose. There is teams here. So I keep pointing out the Stewart-Haas cars because they can work together, and they will probably. This 9 is on an island by himself. He doesn't have any friends except for that 5 you see behind the 11. So those 3 Stewart-Haas Fords could elect to just go right around this guy and work together and just leave the 9 on an island. The only problem is would the 11 and the 5, would stay with him on the bottom and prevent them from completing that pass, and then they lose out on 2nd, 3rd, 4th and go back to like 5th, 6th, 7th. And in a race like this, unlike real life, track position matters here. And you see the 5 trying to make a pass on the 11. Had a run, couldn't complete it. The 9 or the 5 will hit the spin cycle. Oh, he actually only lost 1 spot. That's actually not terrible. You see the 12. The 12 is going to need to get back up on the racing surface here before we hit the corner. It is going to be disaster. It'll mostly be disaster for him, but it does not negate from the fact that it will be a bad thing. Usually ends up in the spin cycle. So something that nobody wants. Yeah, right now, Cranger, Teknasi. Then the 10 of Eagles. The 3 teammates. There you see a little bit of some Hendrick power going on up there at the top, trying to get to the other Hendrick drivers. Yes, the 48, and it's actually the 15. I thought it was the 5 that was up there with him. I think the 5 was, because it was the 3-car tandem up here. The 5 elects to go down to the bottom. Oh, the accordion! Oh, cars going everywhere! The 7 into the grass, up into the 22. Somehow, some way, we stay green and everybody stays straight. Oh my gosh. How that wasn't worse, I do not know. But we're going to jump back up to the leader now, which is the 9 of Who Dat. I would tell you how many laps to go here, but I can tell you how many laps of fuel they got. LOL. That's all right. We'll know once they cross the line here on the stream of how many laps there are to go. That would be 9. 9 laps remaining. So far, this lead group, though, pretty well set. And just making it to the end. Oh, boy. Saw some contact on stream with the 99 of Hootie-Hoo. And there was contact with everybody, to be honest with you. '99 had got jumped up a lane. Only problem is when he jumped up the lane, there was somebody up there with him. Now the question is I'm really intrigued to see how the end of this stage goes, because like I said, these Stewart-Haas guys can leave this 9 on an island all to himself. You see the 5 backing up. That's an interesting, trackside. Backing up to the 6, the 48. Oh! We got some movement up at the front. There goes the 10. And strangely enough, the Stewart-Haas cars do not go with them. They're all teammates. Here comes the 5 of trackside. And look at that. The 3 cars that were up at the top, because the inside got so out of sorts, it allowed them to scoot on by. They never broke ranks at all. And now the 5 out front at Daytona, which even in real life is a rare sight. Trackside up at the front, behind him the 6 of Johnny B. That is the 48 of Marlboro Finest. I will learn these names. I'm so sorry. Names are really tricky for me, especially being a part of 4 leagues. That is the God's worst. But it is the 5. Jump back onto him. Trackside. All I had to do is literally just go down 1. Oh my God, I hate it when I do that. But here we go. 5.5 laps to go. Here in stage 2. Getting ready to draw this stage to a close. Here you go. Another 3. Jump into the high side. That's the 44 field filler. And unfortunately, the run does nothing. Gets nipped in the butt pretty quick. You gotta have the numbers when you're up on that high line. And sometimes even when you do, it doesn't work. It's not the fastest line around Daytona. The bottom prevails at that. But you just gotta hope that the bottom gets racy. If the bottom gets racy, that high line that the 44 was running will work. But if they stay in a line, your run will die pretty quick. Look at the 9. The 9, you're a pole sitter. Starting to back up his entry. Who dat? Leaving those 3 on an island. He might just be okay with running right where he is. Back here with the Stewart-Haas boys. And being led now by the 4 of Teknasi. And who dat? Now starting to get a run. Might be just working on it. How quick can I get that run down the backstretch? If I hit my mark here, where is that going to set me up to get by those 3? Stage points matters, especially if you win. You get that 1 playoff point. Huge coming into the playoffs, especially with a field as talented as this one. You want every advantage at the end of the regular season as you can get. As we now have 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Or here in stage 2 at Daytona. And we're going to run on now with the 5. I want to be on the 5 when all these moves made, because that way I can get to the right camera to show the runs. The pass actually being made. All the way from trackside to Hootie-Hoo. Over 10 cars in this lead group. Meanwhile, you got everybody else back there that are very much out of this stage 2 finish. We got enough time. Let's see who's leading that second group. And it does appear to be the 3. No, it's actually 12 cars in that lead pack. This is 13th on back in this one. Oh, we already got a car out real smooth in the 19. Done for the day at Daytona. We try to get back to the 5. Trackside. We come to the white flag. 1 lap to go here in stage number 2. With trackside, the 5-year leader. Look how far back the 9 has fallen. I think he's too far back. You can't be that far back with 1 to go. I think it's all up to these 3 now, up at the front. The 5, the 6, and the 48. What will Marlboro Finest do with his chance? The 6 of Johnny B. We're going to ride on second. There you see them racing in the back. We'll figure all that out later. Right now, this is for the stage win. And the 6 will follow in line. It will be the 5 getting the stage win. Johnny B. will finish second. Trackside, your stage 1 winner. The 49 of Marlboro Finest will round out the top 3. Getting ready to do the full field rundown here. If I could see it. And I cannot. So I would do the full field rundown. However, I can only give you the top 3 because I cannot actually see it. But give me 1 second here. This won't even help me figure it out either, as you got Condi and True Death going up 15 spots and 13. Riding on with Super Condi on the look back. Here comes the 5, splitting 3 wide for the lead. And he thinks better of it. The 3, a True Death, trying to get back to the bottom. Now here comes the game of get to the bottom. Fun game that can sometimes bring out a caution if you're too aggressive about it. But look at this, Condi using some pit strategy. Now, all bets are off. This is for the win of the opening race of the ERL season. Right now, Condi up at the front. The 5, your stage 2 winner, sitting in second. I'm actually wondering what Condi was able to do here. Get himself back up to the lead. Saw some guys getting squirrely. You saw the 22 hit the apron, wanted to make sure. Oh, and here he goes, coming down pit road. I'm wondering what that 23 is up to. Well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Is now trackside. Takes the lead back. And that is Johnny B running second and Marlboro Finest in third. This is how stage 1 ended. But True Death does not go with the 23 on pit road. I feel like the 23 just missed the button and did not pit when he wanted to. Because now, why not? We're going to do another round to crank it up. All right, crank it up. Session over. 72 of 100 laps complete. 29 laps remain. There you see Condi on the inside. We're going to do the look back cam. Watch all these drivers try and get around him. Luckily, a lot of this field will be able to get by him here on the backstretch. However, now he's being swallowed up by the field. So when you see that 23 car, when we go running through the field, just remember he is one lap down. He is not fighting for any of these positions. Why don't we take a run through the field? Trackside, your leader. The 6 of Johnny B runs second. The 48 of Marlboro Finest in third. True Death running in fourth. The 7 car of NF Real. This is actually the farthest I've seen him this race. So good on him for getting up here at the front. He runs fifth, just rounding out the top 5. Then you got the 9 of Who Dat sitting sixth. Your pole sitter has not had the best of luck. After that first caution, he got shuffled back through the field. And now is slowly and methodically working his way back up to the front. He's gotten back to the front. It just ended up with him having to work his way back up through the field again. But right now, sitting sixth. So not bad, as he has been working in close tandem with this car right here. The 4 Technasi sitting 7th. And then the 14 of Cranger sitting 8th. Then you got the 10 of Eagles in 9th. The 44 of Field Filler will round out the top 10. Sorry, no, he's actually sitting 11th. I can't do math. I can talk, but I can't read or write at least a 3rd grade level. So, 11th, 12th, you got Tyler Shenny. Then the 99 of Hootie Hoo. The 22. Let's try to get MFF Kari. Ooh! See a little bit of a stack up. Kari almost got caught on the outside from there. Now the 11, who sits just behind him. That is Pittman. Now he had a good start to this race, this 11 car, but he has been shuffled to the back and is yet to find his way up to the front. Same thing with this 12 car too, right in behind him, Viper. He was inside the top 10 for a good bit of that first stage, but has just not been able to keep that 12 up at the front. The 20 just has had awful luck. Marcus Edub since the beginning. Then the 15 started second on the field. He was shotgun on this lineup when we took the green. Now sitting at the tail end of what is now the second pack that is formed, being led by the 44 Field Filler. The 4 better watch out too, or he's going to be joining his own little grouping here. But that 5 car still continuing to lead your ways. I probably just went the entirely wrong way through the driving order to try and get back to this 5 car. However, 5 still in control of the race. All right, I'm not going to lie to you. We still got 5 people in here. I want to say how proud I am of you guys. I'm so happy to have you guys here. And we might be getting treated to what could be a chaotic end. We've already seen the big one in typical Daytona fashion. Cars cutting up through the field, then taking out half the field. Right now, trackside. Your race leaders are getting squirrely, trying to get to the look-back camera, and I went right by the 12. Ooh! Ooh-wee. Sweet, merciful. The 12 getting shuffled through the field. No, what just happened there? That 12 of Viper had to have something go wrong because he is falling off the pace. You see, the field is driving away. That is alarming. I don't know why. Everybody just had a hell of a run on him. I don't know if that was a lag moment or what, but everybody just started driving away from that 12. Just look at how squirrely everybody is from the view of Eagles. Riding on his onboard, the field getting shuffled, or not shuffled, accordioned. Stacked up. Still though, being led by that 5. We try to get back to him, trackside. $13 laps of fuel left on some of these cars up at the front. 5 probably got about like 12. Just because he hasn't been riding in a pack, so he hasn't been able to really save anything. I think we might just be able to get away with this one pit stop. We'll see. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get away with this one pit stop. 19 laps to go. 12 laps of fuel remaining on the 3 of True Death. Not making sure to get his name right, because I called him Pittman for the better part of stage 1. So that's my fault entirely, but we got a little ways to go before we see these cars come on pit road to get what could be their final service here at Daytona. I also want to give a big shout out to the drivers on the track. But apart from that one big wreck, it's been very respectable racing here. Nobody's making quick darts, in and out of lines, trying to make moves that aren't there. Everybody's patient, waiting for their time to shine. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I respect the hell out of that. 17 laps to go here in what is ginormous snake train. A couple other cars scattered through the field. This is one thing that people complain about this game, is that it's just so hard to pass here. You can't jump to the outside, because the moment you do, you get freight train. So I bet you everybody in here wants to try and make some sort of move, but they just can't afford to lose the track position that they have. Sorry, I'm having a really bad burp spell right now. Well, I figure, well, we got the time before these guys come down pit road. Whoa, car in the grass! I think that was the 99 of Hootie-Hoo. It was Hootie-Hoo through the infield on the backstretch, which thankfully is still grass in this. Oh, Hootie-Hoo. Ducking down to pit road here. I think this might be his green flag cycle. Potentially. We'll have to wait and see on that. I hate it. I hate that little game glitch where the engine noise will just cut out. There we go. Now we're all back to normal. Look at this. The pole sitter right now is sitting top 5. But kind of not adjustments, but how will he handle pit road? This is all going to come down to pit crews, really, because you know that nobody's coming down for tires. This will all be little splash and go stops. So, it's all about whose pit crew is the best. As I'm telling you, 3/10 on pit road could mean you're from the 4 to the 5. It's that different. That big of a difference on pit road, so we're going to have to wait and see on that when they do inevitably come down, which I expect will be here in the next 3 to 4 laps or so. We got 13 laps remaining here at Daytona. 88 of 100 laps complete. And boy, let me tell you what, this train's starting to get shorter and shorter. The 1, now the tail end. That's the 5. No, the 5. I was about to call the 5 a different car name. Or a different driver name. I'm telling you, being a part of 4 leagues is intense. That is the 15. Who started second. Was the leader of a second pack, but it has since dissipated. We got another car on pit road. Who is that just came down pit road? Nope, that's the 19. He's done. It is the 8 of Wrigley Dust. 11.5 laps left. Nobody's signaling they're going to come down that time. Now 11 laps to go. 90 of 100. Continuing to tick away. They do have to make one more pit stop to make it to the end. I know that draft in full effect. There you see, the car's ducking to the bottom. We'll switch the camera when they go through turns 3 and 4. It'll be when they come out of turn 4. We'll see who ducks. There you see the 5, the 6, the 48, 3. Oh, everybody trying to use each other to slow down. Oh, I love listening to driver chat sometimes. Oh my god, it is the best. So, Stuart Haas, the 1 and the 7, all let stay out. The 23 is a lap down, losing the pace now that all that the lead group split up. And he was the odd man out there. This will probably be when these guys come down pit road. No, they stay out. Remember, they probably got another 2 laps left of fuel. So they could do one more time around. It is the Ford Technology, though, that leads this group. These are your leaders on track as they run. And that right there up ahead of them, that is your lead. The lead pack that just got off of pit road. Still being led by the 5. Will these guys come down this time? And when they do, we'll jump back on the leaders. No, we'll take a peek. And it is the 5, the 48, and the 3. Now second, the 6 drops to 4th, the 9 car would effectively stay in the top 5. These are all preemptive numbers, as these 5 cars up at the front. I don't know why I just had a stroke there. But when these cars come down pit road, those guys in behind them will take back their spot up at the front. Now, because these guys need less fuel in the car and they still have a good amount of numbers, they will be able to get off of pit road faster. Now, it is equal. 5 to 5. 5 cars here, 5 cars in the group of cars that just got off of pit road doing their fuel service. These guys, however, still need to make their stop. But they're not losing time. That is the number one thing you got to worry about when you try to extend a fuel run, is how much time you lose to the cars that just got off of pit road on the fresher equipment. Luckily here at Daytona, that's not really that big of an issue, especially if you have the numbers behind you like these guys do up at the front. And they're still staying out. They're going to stay all the way to about 5 to go, I think, because that's when they have to come down pit road. Right now, 7 laps remaining. And the distance between the 2 groups, the cars that just got off of pit road and these guys right here, staying pretty equidistant, really. There's no time gained and no time lost. Here they go, signaling the pit. We'll watch them as they hit pit entry. See how well it goes. If anything crazy happens, this is the last stop of the race for this group. And they all look like they got there pretty well. We'll jump back on with the 5. Trackside. Now, this is when these guys really need to focus in hard. They need to stay tight and locked into each other in order to catch that group and get back to where they were running when all these green flag stops occurred. And there they are up ahead. Here they are. There's the Ford Technology. It is actually the 14 that is leading. And there's the lead group. I can't believe my eyes. I am not going to lie to you. These guys are still your race leaders, and we are down to the last handful. This is 4, coming to 4 laps to go. They will get caught, though. That's 7 cars compared to 3. It is all the same manufacturer. However, that means nothing. Manufacturer means little here. It is strength in numbers, and 7 beats the crap out of 3. And that little side draft by the 12 just might have broken him up a little bit. But we got 4 laps, and I'm telling you right now, they will get caught. Field filler getting put a lap down. Now this will be 3 laps to go. We're going to go to the 5. I want to watch this from the view of the 5. 3 laps to go. The 14 is still up at the front. We're going to ride on with this 5 because they will catch those guys. Because right now, the 12 is right in behind. That will give them strength in numbers, but it will also give a car for the 5 to catch their draft. And he has done just that. Look at the run. Will he jump to the outside? He does. The 48 goes with him. Also the 3. Here we go. It's getting tight for the lead. Going into turn 3. It is 5 on 5, top to bottom. I want to do the look down. Oh, no. This will kill the outside run. 2 laps to go. They caught him. Oh, the 44 jumps out of line. The 5 to the bottom. Jump back to the 14 of Granger. Haas, 1, 2, and 3. It is Granger. It is Technasi. It is the 10 of Eagles. I swear to God, I will learn their name, their numbers and names. This, the white flag, 1 lap to go. The 5 saw his shot the last time. How eager are they going to be? We're doing the look back to watch not only this leader, but the group in behind in the 5 of trackside. And here they come. You saw the run, that 5 guy. Here they go to the outside. He's got the run. But will the help be there enough? It could be. It might be. Side by side the line. The 5 trying everything he's got. The side draft, but it will be Granger's winning at Daytona. The 4 Tagnasi's second. Trackside will finish 3rd. Eagles 4th. Marlboro Finest rounding out your top 5. 6th, True Death. Johnny B 7th. Who Dat 8th. NF Real 9th. And rounding out your top 10, Tyler Shenny. What a finish. Got a good side-by-side battle at the end there. And it was Pittman in the 11 in 11th. The 15 of Bad Martin 12th. The 22 of Akari 13th. The 20 of Marcus 14th. Hootie Hoo 15th. The last car on the lead lap, I presume. And Viper 16th in the 22. The 77 of Ty Scott. Field filler in the 44. 18th. 17th was the 77. The 21 of Corey H. 19th. Super Condi in the 23. 20th. Wrigley Dust. 21st. Prime Gamer in the 2. 22nd. And Real Smooth. Oh, and Condi accidentally didn't pit at the end of stage 2. I called it too when it happened. But we'll try and get the top 3 as in here, as I wish I had them on as a friend on here, but I don't think that I do. So we're gonna do this. is I don't believe that I have... Yeah, see, nobody. Yeah, see, I don't have these guys on here. So adding them to this group is going to be tricky. Oh, here we go. Okay, never mind, that didn't work either. Got it. Doing post-race stuff right now. Just trying to figure out if I'm still doing the top 3 interviews or... Oh, I think the stream I was just watching ended. That's cool. Oh, there's Cranger. So there's there's the winner right there. Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't have anybody as a friend. Help me.
Yeah, I'll get Trackside and Technosty in here for you.
Oh, I appreciate you. All right, there's Tech. Now we just need Trackside. Oh, thank God that's over, so that way I can stop watching you guys running one lane on the bottom. There! Oh, no, that's True Death.
What's up? Where's who we need in here? Trackside, is it?
Yeah.
Trackside, yeah.
Just yell at him real quick. Just be like, "Fight!"
Yeah, if you want to start with Trackside finished third, didn't you? So
yeah.
Get down to his name. All right. I think he's done left the other party chat too.
Yeah, he left.
Okay.
I don't know if he's joining back or if he went off.
I guess everybody already got off.
I'm trying to find his damn name. Damn, he must be showing offline.
Go
ahead and do the.
All right. Well, we'll start with second place, which is that 4 Attack Nazi. You got your ears on, brother?
Yep, I got you.
Man, it's been a minute since I talked to you. It's nice to have you back up here with me. I mean, I know you and your team were working well as hell together. You guys stayed pretty locked in. Was that a strategy call that was made post or pre-race to just, if you guys see each other, that's the plan, is just to link up and stay together?
Yeah, for the most part. I think, well, if you saw it, our strategy was to stay out a little bit longer, or at least as long as we could. So, yeah, I mean, finished 1, 2, and 4. Cranger's me and Eagles. So, yeah, I mean, hey, it's been a while. Racing and fanning with you. It's
I know. It is good to see you. Now, I just gotta ask the honest question. If it came down to it and you could have made a shot up at the top, would you have to win the season opener gone for that top line to try and surpass Granger and try and take that win, or were you pretty all right with coming in second?
Ooh, I don't know. I say things differently here in the booth, but then when you're in the race, it's a whole different mindset.
That's why I asked it. That's why.
Yeah, I don't want to say I wouldn't, but no, man, I was perfectly content finishing second. I'm glad that this race is over. I can move on to a track where I feel like I'm better at Atlanta. So, yeah, overall a good result, a good day.
Alrighty, well, hey, congratulations on a P2, man, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Atlanta.
All right, thanks.
And now that he's here, we can jump on with the driver of the number 5 trackside. Boy, I can't say that you didn't give it hell at the end there. Did you? If that outside could have just been a little bit more together, do you think you could have gotten there to make a fight for the win? I mean, it was still something special. That was a ballsy-ass move. Now, just walk me through that last pit stop. Do you think maybe staying out an extra lap or two with everybody, a little bit more coordination, or was it just a good call by the Stewart-Haas team to stay out those extra couple of laps that got him the win? Now, I know Atlanta's the next race, and I know that track is rough as hell. Is that a track that you're confident in to be able to not only keep having the run that you're having, but maybe even go a little bit better and potentially even try and win? I can't say I know because I don't. But hey, man, congratulations on your third. I give you all the props in the world for making that high line as good as you did. And I look forward to seeing you next week at Atlanta, brother. And that leaves none other than your race winner. Drove a flawless race, had the strategy to boot, and that is Granger in the 14.
Yo.
Well, you got your win in the season opener. I mean, just walk me through the strategy call and your basically whole race.
Yeah. I pretty much for the past week have been looking at strategies for tires, fuel, gearing, all that sort of stuff. So I was pretty much kind of telling the guys what to do for most of the race for strategy. I screwed up pretty big in the first part of the race. I couldn't pit. I think we were 4 or 5 wide down pit road, and I was getting hit above the yellow, so I had to stay out an extra lap. But no, the pit stops while staying out, we had the numbers, we had the draft, we were running really fast lap times, so credit goes to the Haas guys for sticking to it, and Tech for pushing me around, Eagle sticking to it, Martin was fantastic, even though he kind of got abused. But no, great job by the Haas guys. You got to give the Hendricks guys some props. They were up there for most of the race and making that high line, probably the only team that can make that high line work.
Yeah, now I don't know the rules to this league. Is it a win and you're in playoff system? No. Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't make that assumption and I left it up to you guys.
Yeah, you
but I mean, does this, even though it's not a win you're in, this win's got to allow you to bring your shoulders down a little bit, be a little bit more relaxed going into the race or into the races ahead, or are you still a little pumped or tensed up trying to add some more to your points total?
Well, everybody wants to add some more to their points total, but I'm pretty confident that with me and the rest of the Haas guys that we can get higher up the points, but I mean, you can't say what's going to happen. I've already got half of my wins this year that I had last year, so anything can happen.
Well, hey, I mean, you guys as a team dominated today. I mean, you were up at the front pretty much the entire race, let alone a couple little bits like you were talking about at the end of stage one. But, I mean, I can't say anything but congratulations on a dominant win, guy.
Yeah, thank you.
And that is your top three and should do it for our coverage tonight at Daytona for the ERL Daytona 500. Ends in epic fashion with a side-by-side run to the check. Oh my God, I just had a stroke. Run to the checkered. And now we will do nothing but call it a night here on the Phantom channel. Want to give them a shout out for allowing us to broadcast this on their channel. Hopefully it will just be a this week thing because this was kind of all put together today. So we kind of just ran with what we had. But my name is Walbridge. I hope you guys had a good time tonight.